Welcome to Derry GA TV as our attention turns to the McFeely Group Intermediate Football Championship and to the Foreglen Club. John, you're very welcome along, and county finals.
I know, it's a great opportunity for us now, so not very happy to be part of it.
The championship to date has gone to plan when you're heading to Homebeg for a county final.
Well, it has that we're in the county final, but along the way we've had games there that have been very difficult to get through. We've got through them, and we've played, starting to build up momentum, and look, we're in a good wee place now getting into the final, and like I say, very happy to be part of it.
Championship runs, I suppose you find out a lot about your players.
Yeah, you do, but it's more like for us as the size of the club we are and the struggles we have for different reasons, getting numbers out. Like we've really struggled throughout the season, and we've started getting boys back now. To be fair, we're in a good place now. We've got a decent panel there, but it's like right at the very end of the season now that we're just getting boys together, and just shows whenever we have the full panel available to us, like we can compete. But look, here we're going up against a team that's been not even like at a different level this year in terms of, one, they've been at senior grade, stayed up relatively easily. They weren't even in contention to go down. So, and similar to Ballinderry in a way last year, that gives some momentum getting into an intermediate championship, playing that. Not to disrespect anybody intermediate, ourselves especially, but it's clearly an advantage that preparation throughout the season. And look, I'm sure Gunn, you look at their scoring to date in the championship themselves. I think they've scored in 4 games there 12-54 and conceded 149, and haven't really had a contest. They're blowing teams away, so I'm sure they're they're clearly in a good space going into the final, and look, I'm sure they should be. But like I say, we're equally looking forward to it, and we're on it to win it.
Is it a very impressive display here the last day against Limavady, I suppose? But the week before, or the game before that, was the one that really tested your lads, and you had to dig deep against Claudy to come through that one. And I suppose that's the sort of game that you're thinking this team is willing to go all the way and give everything for that jersey.
Oh yeah, like I say, we are very small. I remember Cahir was interviewed and you mentioned about it. We're a very small, close-knit club. Like you play with relative injury. Like you don't have the benefit of calling on. We couldn't even field the reserve team or anything close to it. And in fair play to the boys there, they're working most of the year round. We 12 at a good training session. Like boys working away, living away. Like it's very difficult to keep it. But in fairness, we always manage. We find a way, and we're back in another county final. And like I say, it's just even the closeness of the 2 games is the pity. The clubs don't get to actually enjoy the experience the way that there's normally a 2-week build-up. You get to get that buzz around the club. Here, look, don't get me wrong, there's a great buzz around the club and everybody's there, but for the clubs themselves, for the primary schools in the club, it's lovely getting the weans out there and getting in to see them. And in 1 week, it's very difficult to do anything like that. And I think that's the only downside. It's been everything. You have 2 weeks, you have 2 weeks, you have 2 weeks. And then it's all sort of rushed. And here, more so for Gunn, they've only a 6-day turnaround, which is, I'm sure they'll be saying as well. But I think it's more of what it means to the community. It gets taken away from it. That's the wee bit of the disappointment there.
I suppose that's what will make it even more special if you can bring the cup back and have that moments with the schools that you can go around and have that occasion. Hopefully after the final that you're not going to get before it.
Oh yeah, look, exactly. Look, and that's everybody's ambition. But like I say, it's just a wee bit of the build-up gets taken away. That's we're not just doing it for the 20-25 lads that are there. It's the club that gets it's the community that supports you the whole way through it. You don't get to too many championship finals, and you like the buzz of it. And it's what it means to the Weans, and the underage coming through there. They want to aspire to be there, and getting the boys in and seeing them in the schools or whatever the case may be. And yes, you get to do it after, of course, but not everybody does. We're at Gunn, and look, Gunn comes from a small community as well. And they miss out on that as well. So it's just a wee thing that that sure everybody would love to be part of, because you want to show them, look lads, you work hard, this is the opportunity you get.
It is. And I suppose your side at the moment, you've touched on Cahir, his kicking off the ground was exceptional here against Limavady, and he's just looked like a good all-round side that, as you said, you are so close, you don't have big numbers, so everyone is working for everyone.
Yeah, look, Cahir had an exceptional game, but look, Cahir is more than capable out there at any given day. There's some games just go against you, like, and in fairness, that day, like, he finished the game, I think, with 13 points, and he actually missed the 2-pointer at the end, or he could have had 15. But look, it was just, that was a game that a lot of stuff went well for us. But in saying that, a lot of stuff went against us, as you say, the game previous against Claudia, and we have to find a different way to get there. And we do have that experience in the team. The boys there have been around the block for quite a while and still going. But we've got this year we've got a wee bit of youth coming through. Like, even 2 lads come into the team this year, but they went straight into the team, and we haven't really had that in a while. And just giving the older lads just that wee bit of a right, there's legs here, I've got you type thing. It makes a wild difference. And look, them are the wee things, them are the small margins that you need. And like, for us, having that coming through, because we don't always get the turnaround of lads every year, but 2 lads coming in and start in the 1 year is a big plus for us. And like, other than young Ronan, who went off against Claudia, he's, to be fair to him, he's just been unfortunate with a few injuries. We're sitting there and we actually have full bill of health, which is not something that we get to have too often.
I was just going to touch on that, because you were saying that the players this time of the year, that you're nearly the full strength squad, except for obviously Ronan's out, but that's a pleasant way to be going into a county final, that you've almost everyone to pick from.
Yeah, look here, like I say, us or everyone to pick from is half of what most clubs are dealing with. Start of year, like, everyone to pick from still couldn't field a reserve team. But like, yeah, look, we've got everybody barring young Ronan there at their disposal. And yeah, look, we're looking forward to the occasion. Everybody is. We're especially after, look, we did have a good game. But yeah, look, we're very mindful of the animal that we're up against, and the way that they have just absolutely ended teams very easily. Like the game against Greenlock, they just blew them away. And to be fair to Greenlock, we actually played them in the league game, and they gave us one of the biggest beatings of the year. And the way that Glenone were able to deal with them is just that wee bit of a reminder as to how the dangers clearly of this Glenone team. Not that we need too many, but and look, they're strong, they're physical. But like I say, we're looking forward to the game, and if we were told, doesn't matter who we were going to be told we were playing at the start of the year, if we were guaranteed the championship final, we'd take your hand off for it.
Good stuff. Brilliant.
All right,
Thank you very much.
You give me good luck to win it. Good man, you're good man, fair play.
Best luck.